Hi guys, I'm really close to you. Welcome to my channel. Hi guys, so we have been away for quite a bit. Kelly graduated this year, so she had a lot to obviously do. Today I'm just going to be doing a slightly different video. It's about meditation, and the reason I'm doing it is because I've read a few articles recently about people getting diagnosed with depression and things like that deriving from stress, and a lot of mental health issues are now being picked up in children as young as like 8 and 9. Depression in babies, and the genesis of these problems is stress. I feel that we need to do a lot more to combat these issues, especially like speaking about it, especially within the black community, or what do they call us now? What are we defined as? Is it BAME, BME, black and ethnic minority communities? There is a bit of a stigma surrounding mental health issues, but to be quite honest, I think a lot of us suffer from some level of depression, some level of anxiety, and we just don't speak about it. And so meditation for me is like a tool to combat some of these issues, not all of them. I don't know if it can solve everything. So before we go any further, please remember to let's get on with the video. Once you step out the door, it's like the battle begins, and it feels as though sometimes you've inhaled and forgotten to exhale, but you've been doing it so long that you've learnt to just grin and bear. But there is an undercurrent of pressure to talk and not talk, pressure to perform, pressure to go to after work functions and prolong the forced interactions when sometimes you really don't want them, and you'd much rather be at home with family, with real friends, or even with a book. Awkward lift interactions, awkward goodbyes, all add into the tolerable, normal seeming stress. Everyone is wearing a mask, fake happy, the truth seeping out and unifying us briefly when we heavy sigh. Then we have distractions. There are so many distractions today. We are always so busy, and it's easy to feel like we're losing control. Our food is fast, our information condensed, and our attention spans short. Don't lie, if a video is longer than, what, 3 minutes, you just can't deal. I know, I'm guilty. There is so much sadness, injustice, unfairness in the world today. So much mess and carnage, creating mental anguish, messing up our mental health, and at times making us feel like we can't affect change. But I know that nothing good comes from despair. Nothing good comes from low vibrating frequencies. So for me, meditation is like a quiet subversion that can't be taken away from me yet. It is a peace that I can attain almost anywhere and begin to raise my vibrations. I can just close my eyes, or sometimes not, and check in with myself, pay attention to my breathing, and begin to feel calm. And in the stillness, in the silence, comes clarity, comes answers, creativity, or sometimes just plain tranquility. Stress begins to subside, negativity falls away, you get to plug out. We are taught that you have to pursue happiness. It's something that you have to go out there and work really hard to get. We slave away, we suffer, we assign happiness to unstable objects. Happiness is a new car, a wedding band, a partner, a baby, a house, a holiday, a paycheck. But really, all of that stuff is external, and it means that your joy is on hold until you get these things. But what I am learning through meditation is that the idea of having to go searching outside of oneself for happiness, for joy, is incorrect and is conditional ultimately. Meaning your happiness is based upon a certain condition. If I get these many likes on Instagram, I'll be set until my next selfie drops, and nobody cares. We only feel beautiful through other people's, sometimes strangers', validation. Our self-worth is dependent upon something as trivial as a like on social media. How many selfie re-uploads are you away from a breakdown? The only person that should hold that kind of power in your life is you. You were made in the image of God. You share matter with the stars. You are special. You beat X amount of sperms to get here. That was you. You won. And you should feel proud of yourself for doing so. So yeah, that is what I find meditation helps with. It helps you to find the joy within. Do you know that feeling when you turn off like all of the electrical appliances and there's this sort of this quiet stillness that just falls over the room? To me, it feels like I'm finally released from these invisible tentacles that are covertly plugged into and clogging up my brain. It feels like clarity from this dull webbed fog. That to me, using not nearly a complex enough description, is what meditation feels like. Meditation at times is quite peaceful. It is learning discipline, and it is being in control while letting go, if that makes sense. It is learning to feel that part of you that is connected to positive source energy, that part of you that is connected to God, that part of you that is God. It is an intimate meeting between you and the inner you. It is that something that reminds you to exhale. The perfect thing about meditation is I don't think that there is a right or wrong way to do it. I think that it is relative to the individual. I think there is a slight misconception about meditation, or there are very high expectations of meditation when you first start. I think, you know, you think that you're going to begin to levitate and it just really isn't like that. Don't expect to sit and meditate and get all the answers to the existential questions that you've ever asked, or to find the meaning of life right away. Meditation is a discipline and thus takes practice. You will find that your mind will be jumping from this noise to that noise, to that smell, to that ex-boyfriend, to the current situation, to... Trust me. But don't beat yourself up about it. It is just normal. And like I said, it is learning discipline. It's learning to be able to focus. So don't beat yourself up about the fact that your mind is wandering. Just be persistent. Let it happen. Practice makes perfect. Obviously, we're always growing. We're always on a journey, so we never reach perfection. But for the sake of this saying, I'm going to say that. But I mean, maybe I should say progress. So try to go into meditation without any expectations. My only expectation was, well, because I was quite little, I didn't have any expectations, which I probably think was probably a good thing. But starting again in adulthood, I think my only thing is mainly just to try and be relaxed. That's it. But not making that my focus. I kind of, like, in meditation, I kind of just let whatever happens happen. Whatever happens happen. Whatever happens happens. Whatever happens, I just kind of let whatever happens happen. Got there in the end. But yeah, your happiness and your joy is of paramount importance. Why give something or someone else the power to affect your emotions and to steal your joy? I pray you find your peace. Be loved, be humble, be true, be joyous, be you. Anyway, guys, thank you. Oh my goodness gracious, the battery is going. Sorry. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up.
Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, see you. I'm not waving to you, waste man.